and congratulations on your purchase of a Virtuoso IQ. During this video, we will explore the features and functions of your program so you can start experiencing improved wellness. Let's start at the login page. To launch the program, enter your password, which is the number 1 at initial installation, click Login, and then Start Session. Agree to the terms and conditions of the disclaimer, and continue on to the user profile. Here you will enter the information for the user who will be receiving a harmonizing treatment. Fill in as much of the information as you can, with the name, date of birth, gender, and the user's home address being the most important. It is also highly advisable to upload a picture of the user to their profile. To do this, click on Load Picture and choose the picture file you want to use from your device. If you ever need to replace the picture, you simply click Remove Picture and upload a new one. The information and picture included in the user profile helps the software identify and connect with the user over the quantum field through self-identification. Once you have entered this information, click Save. Now that the user profile has been created, click on Assessment to initiate the first treatment. For subsequent visits, select the user from the list and click on Follow-up Visit. On the assessment panel, you can run a preliminary scan of the user's biofield to determine what wellness support they may need. To initiate the scan, click the Bioscan button. It will scan and measure 32 areas of susceptibility and display the measurements next to each one after the scan is complete. Any measurement that is very high or very low should be considered out of balance. Below each susceptibility is a suggested panel for a harmonizing treatment. On the right-hand side of the panel there are shortcuts to all the available panels. You can also access each panel from the tabs at the top of the screen. In the lower right-hand corner, there is a Panel Info button which displays basic information about the features and functions of the panel. Now let's look at each individual panel and their various features and functions. The frequency-specific panel allows for specific harmonizing frequencies to be administered to the user. There are various ways to do this. You can generate frequencies by entering their Hertzian frequency into the frequency sweep fields. You can create your own database, or you can select items from the existing functional stress database on the panel. There are also options to add additional support on the right-hand side. To create entries in the custom frequency database, simply click on New, replace the existing example text with an item name, frequency numbers, and description. Once all information is entered, click Save. This will create a new entry in the custom database. To administer a treatment, select any frequency and support, set the timer on the right-hand side, and click Feedback. The % harmonized will display as the treatment is being administered. You can also stimulate the sympathetic or parasympathetic nervous systems. As on every panel, the Panel Info button is located in the lower right-hand corner with information on the various features and functions of the panel. The Acu-Meridian panel facilitates the scan and balancing of the user's meridians, along with performing needleless Acu treatments. There is also an option to select specific protocols. Once the meridians, acupoints, and protocols are selected, set the timer and initiate the feedback on the right-hand side of the panel. The Cell Sync panel is designed to harmonize your cellular communication and dial in your genetic expression, resulting in optimal function and wellness. The first step to utilizing this panel is to run a bioscan on the user against one of the databases. The comprehensive database contains over 2,300 items, consisting of common allergens, chemicals, pathogens, emotions, and genes. The Show Method database consists of a few hundred items and combinations from Dr. Straley's Show Method protocol. The Show Method is an epigenetic healing technique developed and utilized by Dr. Straley in his clinic in conjunction with the software. It is the most effective way to utilize the program, specifically the Cell Sync panel. More information on training for the Show Method is available on our website at www.virtuosoiq.com. Once the scan is complete, the items in the database will be displayed in descending order of reactivity, with the most reactive items at the top and the least reactive items at the bottom. The top 3 items are color-coded to highlight their importance. For most items, the top of the list is where you will find imbalances in need of a harmonizing treatment. However, it is also important to review the bottom of the list for underexpressed genes that may be of interest. To add an item to the treatment protocol, right-click anywhere in the list. Select the items you want to add to the treatment protocol from the source data list by either double-clicking on the item or selecting it and clicking the Add button. This will add your items to the feedback basket to compile the custom harmonizing treatment. There is also an option to add additional support. Once you have compiled your custom treatment protocol, set the timer and click Feedback. If you would prefer a pulsating feedback, click Pulsating Feedback. This feedback will administer the harmonizing frequencies in a quicker, pulsating pattern, cycling through each item multiple times during the treatment. The feedback button will administer each frequency only once during the treatment. To return to the Cell Sync scan panel at any time, click the Back to Cell Sync button. The emotional panel provides energetic support for a wide variety of emotions and stress factors. A bioscan can be performed on these stress factors, which are organized into 4 categories. You can set the parameters of the scan and indicate the age of the user right above the bioscan button. Once the scan is complete, you can set the timer and administer the harmonizing treatment based on the scan results. There are also predetermined treatment protocols on the left-hand side. The brain panel provides a variety of energetic support to the brain. There is brainwave tuning, hemisphere balancing, and ADD/ADHD harmonizing. These features all have a bioscan function to determine the imbalances. There is also a database of items that can be harmonized one at a time, which are categorized as either functional stress or anatomical issues. Simply click the button next to the desired category to display their respective items. Once you have selected the harmonizing support you would like to administer, set the timer and click Feedback. Note that the hemisphere balancing feature has its own feedback button. Last but not least is the Organ SAR codes panel. Here, a harmonizing treatment can be administered for various organ SAR codes. An option to add additional support is also available. Once the SAR code and any additional support are selected, set the timer and click Feedback. This concludes our video. Should you need any additional information, training, or tutoring, please visit our website at www.virtuosoiq.com. Thanks for watching.